Hello everybody and welcome to this video, and right now we're going to cover two different tools, which is Bettercap and Netdiscover. Now both of these tools are used for network scanning, but you can also use Bettercap for man-in-the-middle attacks, which we will cover later on once we get to the man-in-the-middle attack section. I believe both of those tools actually come pre-installed in Kali Linux. You can simply just type Bettercap in your Kali Linux terminal, and what this will do is it will open up something like a command shell that allows you to execute commands. Now, what we are going to do simply with this tool is we are going to scan our network and see all of the available devices that are currently online and connected in the same local area network. Okay, so if you just type here help, as it says right here, type help for a list of commands, you will see different types of commands that you can execute and get output from them. Now, if you simply just type something like netprobe, here it is, and you set it to be on, since right here we can see that it is currently not running, as well as all of the other stuff except the events.stream. If you set netprobe on, you can see it will set it on. Now if you just type help once again, there should be three things running, as we can see right here: the event stream, which was already running, the netprobe is running, and the net.recon is also running. Now, in order to actually see which hosts it actually found, you can simply just type net.show, press here enter, and we will see all the devices that are currently connected to the same local area network. As we can see, this is some useful information. We know that the 192.168.1.1 is our gateway or our router, and we can see its MAC address right here. Now, the MAC addresses can be useful because, for example, sometimes on a wireless network, for example, you can have a blacklist or a whitelist that allows specific MAC addresses to connect. Then we can perform a spoofing of a MAC address, and then we can actually change our MAC address from one to another in order to be able to actually connect to the specific wireless network. Okay, so we can see the MAC address of our gateway, we can see that the vendor is Huawei Technologies, sent, received types of bytes, and the actual time when it discovered this device online. We can see that 192.168.1.9, which is our actual Kali Linux machine. It is running over the ETHO interface. This is the MAC address of our Kali Linux machine. There's really nothing to cover there. Right here we can see 1.1.3 with its MAC address. Samsung Electronics, this is probably some Samsung device. We can see .1.6 workgroup. This is MicroStar. This is our Windows 10 host machine. As we can see, it's MAC address right here as well. And 192.168.1.15 is my laptop running Linux. We can see Intel Corporate, and we can see its MAC address right here. Okay, so this is really useful in order to discover which devices are currently connected to your network. And here it is. Okay, so you can see it currently updated it, and it found another device, which is the 192.168.1.2, which is the Apple or the iPhone mobile phone that is connected to the same network. Okay, so this is one of the tools that is used to discover devices on your local area network. It is really useful, and it gives you some information such as MAC address, as well as vendor, as well as the name of the actual interface on some devices. Okay, so in order to actually close this program, we can simply just type here exit, and let's check out the next program, which is Netdiscover. It is really simple to use. You simply just type Netdiscover in your terminal, and you should have a similar output to the actual Bettercap netprobe.on, which is actually just listing you different devices on your current network. So these are two simple tools that we can use in order to discover devices. Let's see whether it will discover all the devices that the Bettercap tool actually discovered. So we have, I believe, like 5 or 6. We know that this is our gateway. This is our, I believe, IP address of Windows 10. This is my laptop. Now it should find 2 devices. One of them is the iPhone and the Android device. And it should also find the IP address, I believe, of our Kali Linux machine. We can see right here that it is not able to find them, but that is the good way why you actually have two tools that perform the same task, so you can actually compare the output of these two tools and see whether they are the same or not. So if you, for example, only performed the scan of local network with this tool and only found that there are 3 devices and you didn't use the actual Bettercap, you would not find out that there are actually 3 additional devices connected to the internet just because this tool right here didn't output them. So it is always useful to actually use multiple tools in order to perform your scans, so you can see different types of outputs, and so you can actually make sure that there are a certain amount of devices connected to the same internet. Okay, so I will close this right here, since we are not going to wait and see if it will find more devices. I just simply wanted to show you these 2 tools. They are useful on local area network, and basically what we're going to do in the next few videos is we're going to cover Nmap. So get prepared for that. It is really important, as I said multiple times by now, that is one of the most important tools that we're going to cover. You really need to know how to use it. We are not going to cover it through the help menu, because most of the courses actually cover Nmap through the help menu, while as the manual of the actual Nmap is much more comprehensive and actually can give you a more detailed look and understanding on certain actual options that we're going to use in our commands. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope I will see you in the next one, where we will continue with our advanced scanning. Take care and bye bye.